once again. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't visited before, let's go ahead and turn down my notifications. Because you guys don't want to hear that, right? Okay. One quick second. Sorry, I apologize. Let's see.
At 4 words.
Okay. Well, that was all real janky. Anywho, welcome to this reading. This is going to be general, like, energy reading for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, for the rest of February, I suppose. If you have any questions about myself or how to get a personal reading, see the description box below. And with that said, I do have a channeled message that I received a couple days ago for air signs. What I saw was it had everything to do with balance. So whatever you may be going through right now, situationally or whatever, circumstantially in your life, I feel balance is going to be coming in for you. The first thing I saw was like this very choppy, rough, huge body of water. It was like the sea, you know, very choppy and rough. And then I saw it just become very still and very calm. I see a hand pointing in a very clear, concise direction. I saw that for the fire signs as well. But yeah, like there's some kind of stillness and calmness and balance coming in that's giving you a very clear and concise sense of direction where you want to go. So I don't know if there's been some kind of like chaotic stuff going on, but I also saw a lion, which really in that regard made me think of strength, okay? And like really, and then I saw a sword, like you take out the sword and you're chopping through something, and I felt as though it was really like you cutting through bullshit. Like no more BS, you know, with some true truth and communication. You're cutting through the crap, okay? So sorry it wasn't more than that, but that's what I received during my meditation and channeling for you guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna shuffle for a second and do like current energy for air signs, please. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Father. Please allow me to be a clear channel for these messages. Thank you. What is the overall theme, like the overall main theme of energy for you for the rest of this month, and like what maybe you might be moving into? So current energy, please, for air signs. I also mentioned, you know, we just had the full moon in Leo. So I might be feeling the need to release some things, but ultimately a feeling of just having this like sense of courage, or like this drive or this passion to really go after whatever it is you want to go after. Like, that makes sense. Yeah, just gaining this inner strength and having this energy, like it's giving you this feeling of initiative, like wanting to just chase after what it is you're desiring, okay? So you might be feeling some of that energy. Outside of that, I mean, I feel like the full moon energy, even days prior to it, for me was very intense, and it's been very, up and down. It's been very just intense. That's the only word I have for that. So, current energy for air signs, please. Okay. So, they gave me the 2 cards. I'm going to hold this back some because I noticed in my last video it's not focusing very well. Step out of your comfort zone is the first card we've received. So, again, might be some things coming up with you that you're just ready to take the bull by the horns, maybe, and act on. And prosperity lies ahead. Okay? Let's see. So we'll build upon those 2 cards. So those are the overall themes and energies right now. So, I mean, I think what I'm picking up from this is pretty obvious initially. There's something you're wanting to go forward with, or something that you want to do that is going to require some action, but it's going to require you to step out of your comfort zone. Maybe you've been like having some fears around something, but it's going to, this prosperity that is in alignment for you right now, I feel, because this is current energies, or the energies you're moving into, are going to require you to maybe get over some of those fears and really just, you know, go for it, okay? Because it's going to lead to the prosperity over here. I mean, yeah, I think that was the only obvious way right now to interpret that. So let me see. Let me look here. I feel like even with the channeled message, I feel like you know what that step is, and you know what it is that, or what direction it is you want to take, perhaps. There might be a little, maybe some fears about it, but again, I really feel, you know, and it's the North Node, and you know, it's like this direction. I'm feeling like there's been some definite contemplation about this, and you already know what it's going to be requiring. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so stepping out of a comfort zone. Sorry. Let's get a card in regard to this first. Analogy card here. Okay, that's funny. So we have the solar plexus. So this is all about your personal sense of power. Your life force, your energy, you know, the mantra to this card is I can. So you can, okay? You can do it. And then we have the Hermit card, which is interesting because what I was just saying is I feel like you've been doing you've been contemplating, you've been thinking about something. I feel like you know, like this is you going within and this, you know, your internal inner journey, your spiritual journey, and really going within and reflecting about what it is you truly desire and what you truly want. And I feel like that's required for us to really be in alignment with where we need to be headed, or what word am I looking for? For our soul growth. We're always receiving messages, but this is about listening to that voice inside. This is about getting quiet enough to really see where it's leading you, and then whatever the case may be, it's stepping out of your comfort zone and doing it. And this solar plexus card is really telling you, you can. I can. Let that be your mantra. I can. For prosperity lies ahead, I have the Chariot card. Interestingly enough, same place for the fire sign. So love that. Okay, this is all about victory. This is about, just like I said for the last reading, it's interesting that this card comes out. Stepping out of that comfort zone, it may be a really hard thing. Sometimes our victories come, you know, not so easily, right? Usually the best ones do not. So this is a triumph that's hard fought for, that's hard, you know, hard won. But this is a card of action, you know. This is a card about, you know, look, it's an action card. He's in motion. Going after it, right? So there's a lot of contemplation here, a lot of reflection, but I'm telling you that there's victory if you can step out of that comfort zone and really believe in yourself, and believe that you can do whatever this is that you're trying to do. There's victory to be had. There's prosperity to be had in this, okay? That's the first thing I got. Let's see. This is good energy. It's like, it makes me feel very excited. I feel very excited because, you know, like you're doing something and you're kind of like, it's kind of scary, but you're not really sure, but you're sure you're going to do it anyway. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that anticipation and that excitement, and the place where it's leading is like so good. You know, I was telling in the last reading, this card, it's sometimes a joyless victory, and that's always the word that comes to me when I see the Chariot card. Because it's like people don't understand what you had to go through to gain that victory. People don't understand the war you just fought. They don't understand how hard it may have been to step out of your comfort zone and go forward. And so everybody's celebrating your success and your victory, but you're just like, oh, I'm whipped, you know, but it's still a victory nonetheless. This can also mean travel. Oh gosh, guys, really? Oh! Okay. This. So, over here, stepping out of your comfort zone. Is there somebody that you're wanting to communicate with? Maybe you've been psyching yourself out about it, maybe? I don't know. It's because we have the Eight of Wands here. And the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. So I feel like you're reflecting about, this could be something pertaining to a relationship or a partnership, because also the Chariot card also stands for partnership in my eyes, because it really deals with the yin and yang and bringing them into balance and bringing them together. So this could have to do with a partnership, but I feel like there's some communication that needs to be had, or something that you need to, some action you need to take, or that may be coming in toward you. And it might be requiring stepping out of that comfort zone. It might, you know, it might be a little, you might be a little anxious about, or have anxiety about a little bit. But ultimately, I feel like it has to do with this Two of Cups energy. So there's either communication coming in this month after a lot of reflection, after a lot of solitude, after somebody really having to overcome some of their fears, and stepping out of that comfort zone in order to bring in this communication, or to, you know, this could mean travel. Maybe somebody's traveling toward you, or you want to travel to see somebody. But it took a lot of meditation, a lot of going within to see what was truly there, you know, what was that real inner desire. So yeah, the Eight of Wands is all about this spirituality, but nonetheless, like this fiery, quick action. It's travel of all forms. It's communication of all forms. And the Two of Cups here, well, I mean, can you see them? This is physical, tangible, to me, spiritual union. So if this is pertaining to a partnership, it's like there's some kind of action being taken within this partnership. And it's quick. It's going to be fast, sometimes unexpected. But this is about the ideal partnership. This is about a spiritual partnership. So it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, a relationship, like intimate relationship. It could be, you know, with soul family. It could, you know, whatever the case may be. But these people here have a soul contract. They have a unified mission and cause. They have work to do together. But for me, this is the union of these people in the physical. And with this card here, yeah, something's going down. So if you've been waiting upon somebody, or somebody's been waiting upon you, there might be travel, there might be some kind of communication coming in this month. Maybe you need to communicate to somebody. Maybe that is the stepping out of your comfort zone. But this has been after a lot of like kind of like hermit mode, like somebody's, you know, maybe you were ghosted, or maybe somebody else, you ghosted somebody, or there's all kinds of scenarios here that I'm picking up. But there's going to be movement, okay, after this solitude, after this hermit period, after this reflection and going within, pertaining to this spiritual partnership, okay? And I mean, generally, in this particular deck, I mean, this is the ceremony of hand tying, you know. These people are, this is a feminine and a masculine together. So however it resonates for you, but whoo, exciting. To me, this is really making this connection more rooted and grounded in the physical 3D realm, okay? Taking action toward that. Oh my gosh, guys, seriously? You got the Three of Cups too? Excited for you. So we have the Seven of Wands here. Look, 8 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 7 of Wands, 3 of Cups. Can't make it up. So lying underneath this prosperity lies ahead and this Chariot card, I really do feel like this is a victory in some kind of partnership. This is like somebody's ready and willing to take on the challenge. It's almost like a very channeled instinct. They enjoy taking on the challenge of this. They almost do it with ease. But somebody is wanting to bring in this time of coming together, this time of celebration, of joy. There's like, this is parties and joy and celebration with others, which to me ultimately follows, right, the Two of Cups here, this union, and it's very celebratory. So there's a victory when it comes to the Seven of Wands. Somebody's been fighting for this. There's, you know, they've put their energy into it, or they're looking at it as like an adventure, you know. But yeah, wanting this moment and fighting toward it. Let me see right quickly. So yeah, anyway, this is again action. All of these are like action cards, taking action. So I think that's pretty clear. What was your, yeah. And in that channeled message, even like cutting through the bullshit. I want what I want. I'm going to go the direction I need to go. It's wanting to bring in this balance. And now I'm really feeling like it's a balance in a partnership or in between the feminine and masculine energies. And again, you'll know what resonates for you and what does not, okay? So tell me more about this Eight of Wands and this Two of Cups. That's just so insane how that came out. The 8 and the 2 and the 7 and the 3. Come on, that's something. All right, let's see. Okay, guys. Here we are again. So a huge emphasis, I mean, I guess it is February, right? It's like the month of love or whatever. But here we go again with the Two of Swords. So, I mean, in general, people kind of look at this card as being some kind of, I don't know, conflict, mental conflict. But, however, in this card, in this deck, I mean, for this particular deck, I read them all differently. So, in this deck, this really represents, for me, like, you're attracting things, and it's about bringing balance and equilibrium into a situation. So, again, more balance, okay? It's about having a confrontation, like, so when it's coming out for this side, I really feel like there's some kind of thought behind it, some kind of communication that's really going to bring in balance, that's going to bring this equilibrium into things. Could be dealing with this is a Libra card, which ironically that's what we're reading for, right? So let's see, a lot of water already going on here too as well, with the Chariot and the 3 and 2 of Cups, and yeah, lots of all the energies, actually. Fiery energy. You're ready to do something. Something's about to go down. Anywho, so yeah, and you see again, it's kind of like we have the yin and yang here, right? And it's a 2, so it can really be in regard to partnerships. But again, in this particular deck, it's about confrontation, confronting something. So stepping out of your comfort zone and confronting this, I feel like, with communication within a partnership. Let's see if I'm picking up anything else off that. And remember, like in your channeled message too, I said I see you with the sword, like cutting through the bullshit. So I feel like, you know, you just want to cut out all the BS and just bring balance and this victory into things, and just be like, okay, you know what? Throw the care to the wind and do it, you know. Of course, there's been a time of reflection prior to this, but I feel like now it's time for action. Lots of action here. Sweet tiny prosperity lies ahead. Oops, sorry here. Let's see how much time. Prosperity lies ahead. Tell me about the 7 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Yeah, so there's going to be some kind of communication within possibly a partnership, that there's going to be this confrontation. And that doesn't necessarily have to mean it's a bad thing. But it's like you've thought things out. It's a mental energy. It's how you want to do, what you want to say, where you want to go with it, and how to bring in this balance, this equilibrium. Prosperity lies ahead. Okay, 7 of Wands, 3 of Cups. Yeah. Got the Fool card. Fool card. So, with the Fool card here, you know, I mean, it's the most obvious interpretation of this is wanting a new beginning. And this is represented by air signs as well, so I feel like this is you. Wanting to move forward, wanting to take the risk, and you know, that leap of faith. This is another card that could possibly mean a journey or travel. But I feel like this is the thing that you are wanting to step out of that comfort zone for, wanting to take a step forward and take action to bring in this balance and have this victory within this new beginning. Okay? And this is, I feel like this is what, there's an excited energy about it. I don't know how to describe. But, yeah, so for there, you know, new beginnings, right? This is all about energy and kind of being more carefree and freedom and a little bit of impulsiveness, you know, like it's good. I love it. I love it. Okay, so what else do we have? I'm gonna pull a guidance card for you. I feel like this week has gone kind of quickly. Or I just talked a lot more on the last reading. Which happens from time to time, I'm just saying. Okay. Let's see. What else do I have here? Okay. And again, a lot of I got a little bit of earth going on there with the Hermit, but not really. Lots of water and fire. Let's see what guidance or advice do you have for the air signs for February? I'm dealing with this situation we're seeing out here on the table. It's kind of exciting. Are you excited? I'm excited. I don't even know. I mean, you know better than I know. I'm just looking at the cards, so you tell me. I hope you're excited. But yeah, this is like freedom and liberation. Like maybe you're just really communicating with your partner about what you want to do and how to move forward, how to have this victory in this new beginning. Whoa. I don't think that's what I needed. Hold on. Too many. Card of... Okay. And these I will actually... These are... So the first we have is Hasta la Vista, baby. It's another 7. So going along with the Chariot card. So I'm going, if I might, let's see. These are the guidance cards I asked for February for you. And I'm going to read these. I'm actually going to read them out of the book, okay? So. Okay. It says, remember that song Queen Elsa sings, are they really referencing to this, in the Disney movie Frozen when she unleashes her magic? Well, if you didn't catch this animated flick, it's time to let it go. Walk away and just like you never look back at the trash can. Well, there you have it. Feel like you're bringing balance into something, and if that means like what do you need to release, what needs to be let go, what communication do you need to have, just like whatever fear has been involved in like taking this step or doing what's necessary, let it go. Let it go. Just follow your intuition and what you've already collected what you needed to in terms of your innermost desires and what you're wanting to do. So if anything's like kind of taken away from that or subjecting you to some kind of like blockage in that, let it go, okay? And then we have smooth and easy. So let your comfort zone go, okay? That's what I'm feeling the most. Whatever's been blocking you from moving forward and taking this action and bringing in this balance, let it go. So smooth and easy. You are on easy street, my friend. The Red Sea has parted and you are now free to roam the planet. All obstacles have disappeared. Doors and windows are flying open. There is not one thing that can stop you. So is that not, and it's a 10, so that means completion to me, but isn't that like go so along the lines of this freedom, this liberation, this new beginning, taking the risk, stepping out of that comfort zone, this triumph, this prosperity that lies ahead, okay? So I feel like that was resonated pretty well for those, okay? Anywho, let's see. I feel like I have time. But yeah, we're going to wrap it up with that. I hope something resonated for you. Go ahead and click the like, subscribe, or share if this did. So I'll see you next time. Bye.